Think about your earliest memory. Maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's a family trip, maybe it's a moment with someone you love or someone who hurt you. You can picture it, you can almost feel it. It feels completely real. It feels like yours. But it didn't happen the way you think it did. Not exactly, and in some cases, not even close. Because here's the thing nobody tells you about memory. Your brain is not a gamer. It doesn't record your life and play it back. Every single memory you have has been edited, changed, and partially invented by a brain that is way less reliable than you think. And the scary part, you can't tell which ones are real and which ones aren't. You never could. Here's how memory actually works. When something happens to you, your brain doesn't save the whole thing like a video file. It saves pieces, a feeling here, an image there, a few details, and every time you remember it, your brain pulls those pieces out, rebuilds the memory from scratch, and then saves it again, like opening a Word document, making tiny edits and saving over the original every single time. Which means every time you remember something, you're changing it. The memory you have of your fifth birthday isn't original. It's a copy of a copy of a copy, edited dozens of times over years, mixing with photos you've seen and stories people told you, and shaped by who you are now and who you were then. What you're remembering isn't the event. You're remembering the last time you remembered it. That should genuinely freak you out. A psychologist named Elizabeth Loftus spent most of her career proving exactly this. She ran studies where she convinced people, completely normal, healthy people, that things happened to them that never did. She told subjects they had gotten lost in a mall as a kid. She gave them a few fake details. She asked them to think about it. About a third of them eventually remembered it happening. Not just said, they believed her, actually remembered it, could describe the mall, could describe how they felt, vivid, detailed, emotional memories of something that never occurred. And when she told them it wasn't real, many of them didn't even believe her. That's not a rare brain defect. That's just how human memory works. We fill in the gaps. We borrow from things we've seen and heard. We build stories that make sense, not stories that are accurate. Your brain's job is not to record the truth. Its job is to keep you alive and make sense of the world. And sometimes, just the things just don't line up. Now think about what that means for your life. Think about a fight you had with a friend. You remember exactly what they said, right? The exact words, the tone of their voice. You've replayed it 100 times. You're sure they remember it completely differently. And neither of you is lying. You both genuinely believe your version because you both rebuilt the memory separately, filled in the gaps separately, and shaped it around your own feelings separately. The fight you're still angry about and the fight they remember are not the same event. They never were. This happens in families too. Siblings who grew up in the same house, went on the same trips, sat at the same dinner table, and have completely different versions of their child. Not different opinions about it, different memories, different facts, different events they swear happened that the other person has never heard of. None of them are making this up. Memory is just unreliable. Here's where it gets even stranger. You know those things you're most certain about, the memories that feel the sharpest and most vivid? Those are actually the ones most likely you're wrong. Strong emotion doesn't make memory more accurate. It makes your brain more confident, which is not the same thing. When something is scary or exciting or painful, your brain pays more attention to the feeling than to the detail. So you come away with a powerful emotional memory and a Swiss cheese version of what actually happened. But because the feeling is so strong, you believe every detail completely. This is why eyewitness testimony is considered pretty weak evidence in court. People who watch the crime happen from a few feet away in broad daylight routinely get the details wrong. The color of the shirt, the direction someone ran, whether there was one person or two. The things they are most sure about are sometimes most wrong. Your brain is not trying to deceive you. It's just doing what it was built to do. Make fast, confident decisions with incomplete information. That works great when you're trying to survive, but it works less great when you're trying to know what actually. So what do you do with this? Can't fix it, can't go back and check your memories against reality. They already changed. The originals are gone. But knowing this matters because it changes how you hold on to things. That painful memory you replay, that argument you can't let go, that version of someone you keep in your head, the person who hurt you or the person who you lost. It's real to you, but it's also yours. Built by you, shaped by everything that happened after that moment, and not just by the moment itself. This doesn't mean your pain isn't real. It is, but it means the story might be looser than it feels. The memory might have edges that are softer than you think. And if memories can be changed by simply remembering them, and every time you revisit something, you have a small amount of power over what it becomes next time. Not to fake your way into feeling better, but to ask honestly whether the version you're carrying is still the one you want to keep. Your memories are not a recording of your life. They're a story. Keep rewriting. Question is